Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a collective haul of some items that I picked up over the past couple of months. Majority of them is luxury items, but there are two high street items, so I'll wait until I get to those. But if you do like these sort of videos, which includes all things luxury and fashion, then please hit the subscribe button below. I would greatly appreciate it. Alright, let's get into today's video. Okay, I'm going to start off with shoes first because I just have two pairs of shoes that I want to reveal or show that I bought. The first pair is the Nike Mark II MK2 Tekno sneakers, and these are technically like an ugly sneaker. I suppose you can sort of tell by the chunky sole there. So yeah, these are a ugly sneaker, but these are the more cheaper alternative to the ugly sneaker rather than buying the Balenciaga SSS, which I did own the Balenciaga SSS before and I sold them. I don't like the feeling of sneakers having weight to them. If I'm going to wear a pair of shoes, especially sneakers, particularly sneakers actually, because I think I could justify it with heels to feel the weight, like chunky platforms or something. But when it comes to sneakers, I want them to feel lightweight and comfortable on my feet, so like I'm walking on clouds. And I found that with the Balenciaga SSS, they were weighty, they were uncomfortable. Like you would kind of get used to the weight after a while of wearing them, but they just weren't 100% comfortable. So now for the ugly sneaker route, because I do actually like ugly sneakers, I find them to be uber cool, I have opted more so for, I don't know if you can call them high street or like the typical sport brands. I've opted more so for those. So I've got these now. I do also have two pairs of Fila Disruptors, and those are super comfortable as well. These I have already tried them on around the house and they feel so light. I bought these from a website in Australia called Foot Locker. I don't know if it's a worldwide website, Foot Locker, I'm not quite sure, but they had 20% off on Australia Day, so I picked these up for $120. The next pair of shoes I have are the Chloe Rylee boots. So these are in I think it's a glazed calf skin, because I can't really say, they don't really look like a typical patent leather because they don't have that vinyl sort of look to them. To me, I think that these are a glazed calf skin because they're very smooth. Like the, if you're familiar with the Givenchy Antigona, the smooth version, it's exactly like that leather. So that's what these are like in regards to leather. The weight isn't so bad, like for a chunky block heel, they're okay. For these, I took my true size because I plan to wear them without the socks, or if I do wear socks, I'll just be stocking socks. I have read that some people recommend to go up half the size. I personally could have gone up half a size and that still would have been okay, but I have very narrow feet, so I have no problem going with my true size. But if you have average to wide feet, definitely recommend half a size up, from a website called Parlor X. And I paid around about 900 Australian dollars, which is really good considering on Matches Fashion, these are retailing for 2,140 Australian dollars because they are a permanent line, they're not a seasonal piece. So I was really quite lucky to pick these up on sale. My next item is an Hermes item, and it's the Tree of Song Twilly. It's in the colorway 03, and it's a combination of blue colors, so blue pale, and it's got rose in there as well, some variations of a pink. I will put below the actual code for this Twilly if you are interested. And on my Instagram, Purseonfleek, I have uploaded in the IGTV of my Purseonfleek Instagram. It's like on the left-hand side sort of thing. So in the IGTV section, I have a video of how I tie a Twilly on a Constance bag, and I use this Twilly as an example. My next item is also another Hermes item, and it's falling out. Alright, so let's just hold him here. So this is the Rodeo PM. So this is the smallest size of Rodeo that you can get. So this is in Bleu Zanzibar, and it's the all-tone monocolor. Hermes is now producing a few of these. So they've got this, the Bleu Zanzibar, the Cornaline, So Black, and Vert Cypress. So that's all I know for now that they are producing in the single colors, and they are harder to come by than the other Rodeo combination. For me, I actually bought this from another lady who bought it within Australia, and she decided it wasn't for her, so I paid, she was selling it for the same price as retail, just like $10 more for the cost of postage. However, she listed it on eBay, and I had a eBay discount code that I used, so I was able to pay less than retail on this one, so I was quite happy about that. And it's the PM size, so it goes with all of my bags anyway, especially my Kelly 25, so it's not too big. But speaking of which, I actually have another Rodeo on its way, and it's in the MM size, so it's slightly bigger, and it's in the color Cornaline, and it's the all one color, all Cornaline. It's on its way now, and I think by the time I'm uploading this video, I would have already received it. So as I'm talking, I'm probably going to include an unboxing video in this video with my voiceover in the background. So I bought that from Italy, and I had to use like a personal shopping service to get that. So it ends up being around about, I think it's going to work out to be about 800 Australian dollars that I paid for that. So a little bit more than the retail price, but I'm okay with that because it's hard to get. I asked my sales associate if they were getting Cornaline, and she said, no, we don't have it in the system that it's coming. I even asked about Bleu Zanzibar, and they had already sold out of the stock that they had. So, because this lady that I bought the Bleu Zanzibar one, she bought it last year in November. So unfortunately in Australia, I'm not in Sydney in specific, I'm not having any luck getting the all color ones. I am waiting on the So Black. I reserved that last year, so hopefully that will come soon. Vert Cypress as well, I am getting that, but it won't be arriving by the time I'm about to upload this video. I asked my personal shopper, Elena, who, if you watch my videos, you've probably seen me mention her before. She has been able to source me the Vert Cypress one in the MM size as well. So I am getting that eventually down the track, and I will reveal that on my Instagram so you guys can see how it looks. But as for Hermes, that's all the items that I did buy over the past couple of months that I hadn't included in any other single unboxing video. So the last bundle of items, is clothing items. So I have some Zara items that I picked up, and the first one is these check leggings, and they've got the zipper closure at the front here, elastic waist at the top. They are a full-length legging, and the fabric is quite substantial. Like, it's not overly thick where you're gonna feel hot, but it's a really nice quality fabric where it's not going to show your panty line or anything like that. It's not going to be unflattering. It's going to hold you in. So yes, these are fantastic leggings, and I'm going to include some mod shots of me wearing these. I plan to style these for winter with like oversized knits, that sort of thing. I bought these from Zara online in, I think it was the UK, and I had to on-forward them with a UK shipping service because in Australia there was a particular item I wanted, which I'm going to show you next, that they didn't have, so I had to buy it from Zara UK. And that next item is this big oversized ginormous knitwear jacket. Like, I don't think it's going to even, it's not going to show all up in the screen, but you guys are probably familiar with this. You've probably seen some bloggers on Instagram with it. I haven't buttoned it up, so it's a pretty lazy example of showing it, but I'm going to include me wearing it anyway, some mod shots. So that's it here. It is ginormous. Like, if you, and also if you look at the fabrics, I'm going to bring it up close. It's a, God, these lights can be so bright sometimes. It's a very thick woven knit. Like, it's very substantial. The jacket has quite a lot of weight to it, and this knit is very thick. So if you were to wear this as a dress, it would not be see-through at all, unless it's completely stretching over your body and showing like the holes in between the knit, but that's unlikely because this is ridiculously oversized. This is ginormous. This is in the medium. I wanted the small, but it was sold out everywhere on all the Zara websites I looked at. I couldn't get the small, so that was pretty disappointing. I had to go with the medium. It is super hot in here. I really need to go upstairs and, oh, I've got like now one of those knitted things in my lips, I think. Yeah, I need to go upstairs and turn on the aircon, but I feel like I haven't got much left of this video to film, so just get it over and done with and not worry. But these studio lights just, whew, make it really hot in here. Okay, so as you can see in my hand, my next item is a pair, not pair, what do they call pants a pair? Like, because you got two legs, it's like when you say I have a pair of shoes. It's like, well, you're not going to walk around with only one shoe. It's always going to be a pair. But I don't know, I find that confusing when we say a pair. But anyways, I have leopard pants, and they are from Zimmermann. I actually bought these pre-loved from someone on eBay. They've sort of, like, the wear isn't too bad. I can feel that they have been worn probably a small handful of times, maybe washed a handful of times. So yeah, they feel like they're worn, but they don't feel like they're worn out. And I only paid $28 for these, and I would have spent the same buying a pair of brand new pants from just like a Cotton On or something like that. The quality would have been not even that great anyway. They probably wouldn't have even lasted very long. So I felt that it'd be better off to buy a pre-loved branded pant, like leopard pant, like pay the same price and have it last longer. So that's them here. It's kind of got like a greeny kind of leopard tinge to it. Like it's not like a browny leopard base, it's like a greeny yellow leopard base. So it's a little bit different than the typical leopard that you do see. My next clothing item is this Balmain top here. And you've probably already seen me wearing this in one of my previous videos before. I think it was, yeah, the Constance review video. I was wearing this. And this is in the size French 36. So I'm generally an 8 to 10 Australian, which is an 8 to 10 UK. And an FR 36 is equivalent of an 8 because these shirts do run a bit oversized. And I prefer that to not look too oversized on me because I am quite petite. Otherwise it can make me look bigger than I actually am. So yeah, this is in the FR 36 and I bought it from Style Bop and I got it for 30% off, but I also bought another item and their shipping was $40 Australian. And then the other item I ended up sending back because it was too big. So this ended up being, I think, around about 350 Australian, which is still not too bad because these retail for 420 Australian, I think now. So yeah, I really like this top. I prefer the Balmain tops with the sleeve. My final item, is that the right way around? Nope, there we go. Is this Fendi skirt. Now this is I don't know if you would say it's a vintage skirt because I'm not quite sure what circa year it's from, but it was advertised as vintage, so I did buy this on eBay for a very good price, around about $300 Australian, so maybe even a little bit less actually because I think I may have used a small discount code. So yes, this is the Fendi skirt. It didn't come with a sizing label, but I would say that this would be an Italian, because the sizing back then was a bit smaller than what it is now. So if you do buy vintage, you should always size up. Definitely with vintage clothes, always size up because sizing back 10, 20 years ago is very different to what it is now. It has changed the sizing now, and to me, I think it's for the better anyway because it's just more realistic, more reasonable. So yeah, the size of this probably would have been an equivalent of an Italian 44, I would say. Because it's, yeah, the vintage style. So I generally wear an Italian 42 on the bottoms, so it is a size up, and like I said, recommend to go a size up with any vintage piece. This is in a knitted fabric, so it's quite warm, so I'm not planning to wear this at all this summer because it would just be too hot for Australian summers. I will wear this definitely in winter, or in autumn and winter. The only problem I have with this skirt is because I have dogs. I have 2 corgis, and one of them I have to get shaved every few months because he's a corgi cross King Charles Cavalier, so he's got more of like a very thin hair and it grows very long because it's like a cavalier, like, you know, he's a half Cavalier. So him I get shaved every 3 months. But even so, his hair still molts, like in that journey of him being shaved up until he's due for another cut, he molts a lot. And then the other dog, who's a pure corgi, she's a corgi cardigan, she molts as well. So yeah, I get hair galore all over my house. It's so annoying trying to keeping it clean. So yes, I get the hair caught in this, which is very annoying. So I've got to lint roll it. I have to lint roll all my clothes, but this one's just that little bit more annoying because it gets stuck in the weave. If you do like this video, please subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I hope to see you back in my next one. Thanks, bye.